Jody with Jody Going Keto. I thought today's Valentine's Day and I am going to make a steak for dinner for my husband and mashed cauliflower. So I thought I would do a video on how I make mashed cauliflower because it took me a while to figure it out. I do use a food processor. I've never made it any other way, so this is the only way I know how to make it. I've done a lot of trial and error. There were multiple mistakes made, multiple bad batches of mashed cauliflower. So, I'm going to show you guys how I make it and how we like it. I got a whole head of cauliflower here. I'm just going to chop it all up. I'm going to put it in a pot of water and just let it cook till it gets soft. And then I will drain all that off. And I'll kind of show you guys as we go. I use butter, heavy whipping cream, sour cream, and cream cheese in my cauliflower, mashed cauliflower. Every time I've done it this way, it's always turned out really good. I don't hardly ever measure anything. I just kind of go by taste. So we'll see how this comes out. I'm going to get this all chopped up and then I will show you guys what it looks like in the pot. Okay, so here's my cauliflower in my pot. I'm just going to turn it on high and let it cook. You can see I chopped these up. You don't want too big of pieces, and also I think cutting them helps it to cook quicker. I'm impatient. I don't want to wait. I'll probably put a little bit of salt in here just to help it season while it's cooking a little bit. But other than that, that's it for this part. We'll be back in just a little bit after this is all cooked and I'll show you the next step. So also I'm going to put a lid on this to help it cook through better. I've found that if you don't put a lid on it, it doesn't seem to cook as well and it stays more crunchy. That, or maybe I just did not cook it for long enough. So it's still on high. Maybe I'll turn it down. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I just kind of wing everything, you guys. Okay, so as you can see, if you're cooking something, boiling something on high with a lid, it kind of makes a mess everywhere. I have a mess everywhere. So I tested these and they're actually almost cooked, so I'm just going to turn this down. It's splattering everywhere. I'm just going to turn this down to like a medium heat and I'm going to take the lid off. Okay. So I cleaned all that up, and this is pretty done. My fork just goes right through it, kind of falling apart, but it's not too bad. You still want a little bit of firmness to it. So as you can see, my fork goes through it easily. It does kind of break apart easily, but not like falling apart. So I am just going to drain this. And I will be back in a minute. Okay, so I got my cauliflower in my food processor. I'm just going to put the lid on and blend it all up. Okay, so this is not quite done. You can see there are some chunks still here. So what I do is I kind of let the processor run for a little bit, check on it, stir it up, kind of scoop it around, then put it back in there, let it go again. Check on it again. I want it really smooth and creamy. So this part right now is just to get all this cauliflower mashed up. And it smells like cauliflower in here. I don't know about you guys, but I think cooked cauliflower stinks. I much rather prefer to eat it raw. But sometimes I just want some mashed cauliflower. So I will come back to you when this is all blended up really well. Okay, so this is blended up pretty well. It's not really chunky. It's gonna get more smooth in a little bit after I add in the butter and all of those things. But there is another step that you need to do before adding all of that other good stuff in it that helps give it its flavor and everything. You need to strain this. Otherwise, it's going to be very watery. And I will show you how I do it. You just need a dish towel. Why did I put my dish towel? I promise this is clean, you guys. It does not look clean, but I promise it is. So this is the kind of dish towel you need. It's not one of those like terry cloth ones. It's just the smooth, what is it called? Flour sack type dishcloths. Because if you use the other kind, which I have done before, but it can get little fibers in your cauliflower, and that's kind of gross. So this is the kind you want. This is the only one that I really have, I think. And I promise it's clean. I know it looks like it's not, but it is. I promise. I just washed it and cleaned it. Anyways, I will show you how to strain all the water out of your cauliflower. Okay. Take your bowl, your container. Oh my gosh, I still have the burner on. I was like, why is it so hot right here? The burner's still on. Okay, so take your container, your food processor container, or whatever you used that has your cauliflower in it. Take the blade out. You might need a spatula, probably. I probably should have grabbed a spatula. Spatula. So you can get all of this. You don't want to waste it. Get all that off of there. I mean, I don't want to waste it. Maybe you guys don't care. Put that in the sink. Then you're going to take all of your mashed cauliflower, scoop it out, and plop it onto, I know you can't really see it, but I do have the dish, the dish towel down here. You're gonna scoop it all out and plop it onto, it's going to be very hot. You're gonna plop this onto your dish towel. And then usually I do this just over the sink, but so that I can do it here and show you guys, I already have a little puddle of water here. I'm gonna show you by using this bowl how much water you will get out. It's surprisingly a lot. This is going to be hot. You just squeeze it. Twist this, that helps keep it tight. You guys see how much water is coming out of that? If you were to not strain all this water off, you would have very watery mashed cauliflower, which that's not what you want. Or maybe it is what you want. It's not what I want. So you just do the best you can. You just keep twisting and pressing until you are satisfied, you know, with how dry. And you gotta open it up and check to see what it looks like. The other thing I noticed if you use one of the terry cloth dish towels is that the cauliflower tends to kind of smash out of the fibers. So when you're twisting and pressing on this to get the water out, pieces of cauliflower are kind of shooting out of the cloth. And this one is not doing it. I don't know, maybe you can use a cheesecloth also. I've never tried that. I have never ever used a cheesecloth at all. So I can't say for sure. Look how much is still coming out. I will show you guys how much water. when I'm all done, I'll show you how much water is in the bowl. So just keep doing this until you get the amount of water out that you want to get out for the consistency that you want it. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is a pretty big bowl. Look at all the water that came out of that cauliflower. That's quite a bit. I'm actually going to measure it and show you guys how much it is. So that is about 3/4 a cup of cauliflower water, cauliflower juice, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, that was squeezed out of just one, was maybe a medium size, small to medium size head of cauliflower. I guess it's closer to 2/3 cup, but still, that's a lot. So here's what I'm left with. And you can see it's much less watery, more mashed potato consistency. It still needs to be blended up a little more to make it a little smoother. When I have regular mashed potatoes, though, I like little chunks of potato in my mashed potatoes. Not when I have mashed cauliflower. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys what I put in here. Okay, so this is definitely not a dairy-free mashed cauliflower. I used some sour cream. This is just Tillamook sour cream. I don't always have Tillamook sour cream. Sometimes it's store brand stuff. I do try to buy the natural sour cream whenever I can, though, because I've noticed, especially when it comes to store brand stuff, a lot of times there's filler type ingredients in there that are totally not necessary. So this is just cultured pasteurized grade A cream and enzymes. That's it. The other one that I get that's a store brand, same ingredients, but it's a store brand, so it's a little bit cheaper. So that was a little more than a tablespoon. Like I said, I don't usually measure. I just go by taste. I'm going to put some pink Himalayan salt in here. I'm going to put some garlic powder. Just a little bit of onion. Not much. This is how I also, garlic powder, onion powder, salt. That's how I make my mashed potatoes too, that everyone seems to really, really enjoy. I'm going to put some cream cheese. Good old, that's probably at least a tablespoon. Smells good. I can smell it. And I'm going to put some butter. At least a tablespoon of butter. Hopefully that's going to mix well. It's the cauliflower is not as warm as it once was. And then I have some heavy whipping cream also. Let's see if there's enough in there. If not, I have a new one. Then I'm going to blend all this up in the food processor. Where's my lid? And you just want to blend this up till it's all incorporated and mixed well and smooth and creamy, or to the texture that you like it. Pause in between to kind of stir things up. Make sure you get all those sides worked in there. It smells good. This will give you a chance too to maybe taste it a little bit. That's pretty good. I don't think I have to really change much to it this time. Check it again. And this will be just enough for my husband and I. My kids do not like mashed cauliflower. They would much rather have mashed potatoes, which they are getting tonight with their dinner because they've been bugging me about it for like weeks. They want mashed potatoes.
I don't like mashed potatoes.
This is really good. I think it needs just a little bit more salt. Pardon the double dipping, but it's just my husband and I that are going to eat this, so he doesn't care. I don't care. I might sprinkle in a little bit of pepper too. Hopefully that won't ruin it. There was one time that I made this. I don't know what I did, but it was gross. Like, really strong flavored. And so here it is. I'd say this was done. Look how smooth and creamy that is. And it tastes really good. The pepper that I just added gave it a nice little kick. So there is my mashed cauliflower. The pepper was just perfect. It didn't make it too spicy or anything. It was just enough. So I'll get all this out in a bowl. You guys can see it better. But to me, that looks pretty good. Pretty creamy, pretty smooth. I'm excited to eat this. Definitely going to have to heat it up, though, because it's not warm anymore. All right, Mia wants to test it. Let's see if she likes this. Careful, don't get it in your hair. She didn't like it before. We'll see.
That's a seasoning.
What do you think?
It's better.
It's better this time? Than the one. I know. They had it one time. The one time that I put too much whatever it was in it, and it was just really gross. But now they didn't want to try it again after that. So do you like this one? It's good? Awesome. Now remember, this is not going to taste like mashed potatoes. Nothing can replace potatoes. If you were a mashed potato lover, a potato lover, just in general, this is not going to taste like mashed potatoes. It doesn't taste like cauliflower either, though. With all the things that I put in it, it doesn't taste like cauliflower, but it doesn't taste like mashed potatoes. It's good, though. It has a similar consistency. It gives you kind of that feeling that you're eating something like mashed potatoes, and could maybe kind of take away a craving if you've been craving mashed potatoes. So I just want to throw that out there. Just remember, it's not going to taste like mashed potatoes. I don't think there's any mashed cauliflower recipe out there that will taste like mashed potatoes. You could try throwing in some bacon and like green onions and shredded cheese and stuff like that and do a loaded mashed cauliflower also. I haven't tried that yet, but that's something that I've been wanting to try. Tonight I'm just doing it basic and simple like this. All right, there it is in a bowl. This is plenty. It's a decent sized bowl. This is plenty for my husband and myself for dinner tonight, to go along with our steak and our broccoli that we're going to be having for Valentine's Day dinner. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just kind of decided at random that since I was going to make the mashed cauliflower, that I would just do a video on it, because I'm trying to be more active here on YouTube. And I know it took a long time for me to figure out how to make mashed cauliflower that tasted good and not like cauliflower and not weird. So I thought, well, why not do a video and share with everyone on how I figured it out kind of on my own, with a mix of different ways from different people. I have found this to be the best way, and Mia tried it and she even really liked it. She said she wanted this instead of mashed potatoes for her dinner tonight. So that's a win for me, because she's picky and they all hated the mashed cauliflower that I made the first and second time for sure, and then they were done trying it after that. So that's a win. She really likes it. I figured that it would be nice to have a video out there for you guys to try out. I want to do more cooking videos, because like I said in my About Me video, if you haven't watched that, go check that out. I do a lot of experimenting and just trying to kind of figure things out as I go. So I think it'd be kind of fun to have like a series or something about how I kind of just come up with things and invent things. So let me know if that's something you guys are interested in. I think it would be fun. I enjoy cooking. I used to hate cooking, but now since starting keto and being on keto for, it'll be 2 years in May. I can't believe that's coming up already. Since being keto that long, I've really come to enjoy cooking from scratch, cooking at home. I do still enjoy to eat out though, but you know, we don't eat out very often. I just do a lot of cooking at home. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you out in some way. This mashed cauliflower is a little bit more complicated because of the straining and all that stuff. But other than that, it's not that hard. I mean, it doesn't take that long aside from letting it, having to let it sit and cook and then doing the straining part. That's what takes the longest. So I always try to keep things simple and easy as much as possible. So I hope you guys found this simple and easy. I hope you guys give it a try. If you do, let me know, comment down below, and let me know what you think. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you do get notified when I upload a new video. Like, comment, share with your friends, and remember to always keep it simple, always keep it easy, and always keep it keto. Thanks for watching.